Hey everybody, it's Lo and welcome back to my channel, Lo Without Limits. In this video, I'm going to share with you how to ease your way back into the gym. So if you want to see that, then just keep watching. This is my first video in the new place, so I'm currently filming it in the bedroom. I will be filming everything else in my office, but right now it is a disaster zone and everything is on back order. But eventually that is going to be where I film all my videos. But for right now, I think it's a cute little spot, my little dresser. We're making it work. I don't know about you, but I'm so excited that gyms are open again. Yes, you do have to wear masks, you do have to be clean and sanitize and do the temperature checks and everything, but I'm just so excited to be getting back into the gym and working out more. And this last year, I have done a lot of resistance band workouts. I have 2 kettlebells, a 10-pound and 25-pound one. I've been doing some at-home workouts, and lately I've really gotten into yoga, which I think is amazing because you're building some strength while also building mobility and just being more mindful with your body. Like now I do these ab exercises in this yoga practice, and I'm so much more mindful of how my core should work. And from doing a bunch of ab exercises beforehand, I never felt as connected or mindful to my core as I do now. So now it's also great that I can take everything that I have learned and just the mindfulness of it into the gym as things are opening up. So for California, the gyms opened up in early April, and I've only been a couple times since then. I'm trying to go more since they are charging me every month now. I'm super excited to be getting back into the gym, but in doing so, there are a few things that you should keep in mind to reduce injury and to prevent you from hurting yourself as you get back into the gym. That way you can enjoy the gym and go more often without going a couple times, hurting yourself because you went too hard, and then having to put it off for a few weeks. So here are a few tips as you ease your way back into the gym. The first one is pretty straightforward, and that's to go slow. Don't try to do everything all at once. The first day that I went back into the gym, I got super excited and overwhelmed with everything that was there. There were so many weights, I could deadlift, there were just like the big plates, there were all the machines, there's everything. So I wanted to do everything. I probably could have easily spent 2 hours there doing it all, but I knew that that would be very bad for my body, especially somebody who's only been using some kettlebells, and I didn't have any dumbbells, and my workouts for over the last year have been very minimal and light and just a lot of resistance bands, still moving and doing something, but nowhere near what I was doing pre-pandemic. So going slow, easing your way into it. Don't plan on going every single day. Definitely take active rest days. So I've been doing a lot of yoga. We really love Yoga with Tim, so I signed up for his conscious movement community, so we've been doing a lot of those videos, and now I'm mixing that in with gym days. That way I can go to the gym, but then the next day do a yoga day where it's active recovery. I'm still stretching and moving and gaining some strength, but it's a different type, and it allows me to really like move and focus on my mobility in my body rather than just lifting a bunch of weights and killing myself. Tip number 2 is pretty similar, and that is to lower the weight. So if I went back into the gym doing what I did the last time I was at the gym, again pre-pandemic, I probably wouldn't even be able to lift it off the ground because I was doing some pretty heavier deadlifts. Not crazy heavy, but I got to like a pretty good point in them, and same with my squats, my hip thrusts, everything was a bit heavier, and I worked a really long time to get to that point. And the first time I went to the gym, I tried doing deadlifts and they were impossible, and I just used 45-pound plates on each side, so it was just 135 pounds. Because I like using the bigger plates just so they're easier to use, and that was pretty rough. And I didn't even want to go try squatting because I was just a bit nervous since I've been dealing with some knee injuries, especially after our Grand Canyon hike. I got bursitis, so I definitely wanted to take it super easy. And then the second time, most recently, when I went to the gym and did legs, I did very light squats, like 95 pounds is the highest I went to. I didn't go do a million reps of them, I just did 8. And I'm also using that lighter weight as a chance to gain my strength back and focus on mobility and depth. Beforehand, I was squatting more, but they weren't the deepest or most beautiful squats. So now I can take a step back, especially knowing everything that I know about my body from yoga, and apply that to the gym and going lighter. That way I can focus on the correct movement, the correct mobility, the correct depth without injuring myself. And then eventually I can gain strength and all of that range of motion and eventually go higher, because I'm super excited to just start working out again. So hopefully you guys are too, and that's why you're watching this. After your workout and even during, make sure you're properly hydrating. Hydrating is really, really good for your muscles and for recovery. A body that is not well hydrated isn't a body that will feel great afterwards. You'll get a lot of just like muscle spasms. So even after working out, I do feel a little sore, but my muscles aren't twitching or just feeling weird at all. Staying hydrated, especially if you are drinking water, maybe throw a little bit of salt in there, some lemon, get those electrolytes back, because you are sweating more, you are working out more, and just having all of those minerals and proper hydration is super, super important. Tied to drinking well, make sure that you are eating well. By working out more and lifting heavier, you might need to eat a little bit more as well. I noticed that my hunger did kind of go down as I stopped going to the gym during the pandemic. I would still snack a lot at the beginning, but my body just started to realize like, oh, I don't need all this extra food because I'm not really burning it anywhere. I'm not doing much with it. So I would say that my hunger has gone down, but going to the gym and working out more and burning all those extra calories and wanting to put on muscle while like still losing a little bit of fat. I kind of want to stay around the same weight, but just kind of like gain my strength back. That does require calories, that does require protein. So being a bit more mindful about what I'm eating and knowing that I do have to eat more, that skipping breakfast or like not eating until 1 and then having dinner isn't always the best thing, because I do need more calories now, or else I won't gain strength, I won't gain muscle, I'll just kind of plateau and stay in the same position, and that's not why I'm going to the gym. I want to get stronger and I want to feel my best, so I do need to feed my body in order to do so. And last but not least, go with a plan. This kind of ties in with the very first one of just going slow and taking it easy as you go back in, but go with a plan. Definitely check out different plans online that you can buy and use from reputable sources, people with the proper certifications and a lot of personal training history. Don't just buy it from somebody who looks good online, because just because they can train themselves doesn't mean that they have the knowledge to train others. Looking at different plans, and by following enough plans long enough to where you can kind of get a feeling of what works best for you, plus what you enjoy doing, because if you don't enjoy doing it, you're not going to want to do it and you're not going to feel as motivated to go to the gym and follow through with it. So following a plan that you like, that works for you, that isn't too crazy and helps you kind of ease back into it as well. Something where even it's just 3 days at the gym, because that's something that you can slowly get your body used to again. So following a plan, doing your research, I'll have a few that I like linked down below, but find what works best for you. Again, find it from somebody who knows what they're talking about and then follow that. Right now, I have a general idea of my plan because, again, I've done so many pre-written out plans beforehand, and I have worked with personal trainers before, so I know what I like to do. And as I'm easing myself in and only going a couple days a week, but once I do start committing to 3 or 4 days a week and really want to focus on a plan that has 3 to 4 week cycles of different reps and different sets and what weights to do and help me track it, I will start getting back into that. But again, I'm easing my way in, just doing like 2 days a week right now with yoga and just active mobility in between. But following a plan is super important. It does help you determine your sets and your reps. And even if you don't buy a plan to follow, just going to the gym with that in mind, me knowing, okay, I haven't squatted, especially squatted more than a 25-pound kettlebell in over a year. I know that, okay, if I want to do 4 sets, maybe I should just stick it to 6 to 8 reps, depending on what I can do. So when I went to 95 pounds, I kind of stuck around 6 reps for each set. But for my warm-up ones, again, with good mobility, being more mindful of my body, now that I can start from a lower place, I was like, okay, maybe I'll just stop at 10 or 12 because I don't want to push it and break my form. I want to do everything with good form and stop the exercise before my form starts to break down, because that's what's super important to me now, especially because as muscle memory is going to take a while to come back, I can use this time to train it to have better memory. Well, there you have it. Those are my 5 tips to easing your way back into the gym. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what your tips are as you're easing your way back into the gym and what else you want to see here on my channel. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe. I upload a new video every Wednesday. So until the next one, thanks for watching.